You have been following breaking news tonight out of South Florida, where a shooter opened fire on a high school in Parkland. That's in Broward County. As you've heard, if you've been watching ABC's coverage, there is a suspect in custody. It is a former student, an 18-year-old former student of that school, who is now in custody, being taken to the hospital for whatever might be wrong.
That's right, and the sheriff has cleared the scene there, but they are saying those buildings are not safe. A staff member here at ABC7 actually used to go to that school in Broward County and actually told us there are numerous pods and attached buildings at that school. Again, to recap, there are multiple fatalities in the shooting, and at least 14 people are injured. ABC's Serena Marshall has the latest from Washington. She will join us here in just 1 second.
Good evening. FBI and ATF have headed to the scene to help assist in the investigation, and Broward County Sheriff's Office confirms there are multiple fatalities and at least 14 injured headed to local hospitals.
We're following reports of a shooting at a high school in southern Florida. The incident happening at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida.
We're trying to get some information because we can't get to her. We can't get a hold of her.
The local sheriff's office says there are reports of multiple victims. Police confirm this is an active shooting situation and are telling students, faculty, and staff to stay inside the classrooms until the officers can get to them. Despite those reports, we've seen video of several people running away from the school.
We thought it was just another fire drill. I heard 5 pops, and I was like, that's not a drill.
Broward County Sheriff's Office confirms that the shooter is now in custody. It appears he was a former student but not a current student. President Trump, we've learned, has been kept apprised of the situation. He's offered the full support of the federal government to the state of Florida and to the local officers involved. He's also tweeted his condolences to those affected and added that no child or teacher should ever feel unsafe in an American school. Live in Washington, Serena Marshall, ABC News.
Okay, thank you so much, Serena. We will continue to keep you updated on this developing story as more information becomes available to us here at ABC7.
Yeah, we'll break into our programming here and let you know what's happening from South Florida as that scene continues to develop. Again, at least 14 injured and multiple fatalities. We don't have a number on the number of dead, but we fear it could be excessive. So let's get on to other news that's happening here on the Suncoast today, and that is that one of Sarasota's Republican-held state legislative seats now belongs to the Democrats.
Margaret Good defeating Congressman Vern Buchanan's son, Republican James Buchanan, in the race for State House District 72. ABC7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now to explain what this could mean for the local Republican and Democratic parties.
Jacqueline Scott, a majority of District 72 residents are registered Republicans, so this was a surprising upset for the party. Nonetheless, the victor, Margaret Good, is already in Tallahassee, hitting the ground running.
Congratulations and welcome to the Florida House.
After an exciting victory here at home Tuesday night, State Representative Margaret Good drove to Tallahassee early Wednesday morning to start serving District 72. Good defeated her Republican opponent, James Buchanan, by 7 percentage points in a Republican-dominated district. There are more than 122,000 voters in District 72. A majority, 42% of them, Republicans. Only 32% Democrats, leaving a surprising 25% of voters as other. All parties were well represented at the polls. 36% of the registered voters showed up to vote.
It's likely that we had more turnout than any special state house election in recent history, and possibly most other special elections in Florida.
Here's the breakdown by party. As you can see, the majority of voters were Republicans, nearly half of the 44,000 voters, but still, Good came out victorious.
It says the Democrats were highly energized, but there's no way that you can get that margin unless Margaret Good takes a nice chunk of the NPA voters, and perhaps more importantly, there were significant amounts of Republicans that crossed over and voted for Margaret Good. There's the only way that we can end up with the results that we ended up with.
The nation's eyes are on this victory, as this is the 36th time a GOP-held state legislative seat has changed parties since President Trump took office.
Trump's base remains energized, but beyond his base, he might be losing a lot of the more tepid supporters. He did that. That's what happened in this district, HD 72.
Good is stepping into her role halfway through the legislative session. The session runs through March 9th. Jacqueline and Scott.
All right. Thank you so much, Jess. Let's get a check now on our warm weather here on the Suncoast.
Certainly very nice day outside. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, string of 80-degree days continues now. Our high temperature into the low 80s to mid 80s here along the Suncoast. It's still wild, 79 degrees. Have a lot of sunshine out there, and the dew point temperature is at 66. The winds are out of the west at 9, and the pressure 30, 31. And that continues to rise at this hour. Well, the radar picture is somewhat active to the north of us with some storm system there, but not much going on here. A few passing showers are possible through this evening. You can see that activity down near Lake Okeechobee. Once in a while, we'll get a little return popping up here and there. So a sprinkle not out of the question here for this evening as some of these showers push off toward the west. A wide view, not showing any rainfall really across the state at this point. We are looking at some temperatures, though. Pretty warm for this day, 80 degrees in Miami, 79 in Key West, it's 79 in Sarasota, 76 now in Orlando, and 66 degrees into Jacksonville. Well, not much going on downstream, so we'll look again at what's happening with the rest of the week's forecast and the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A follow-up now to a murder investigation involving a transgender couple out of Englewood. In court today, a judge ruled the defendant, Jessica Winkler, has to give detectives the password for her cell phone. That phone will likely be evidence in this case. In December, Winkler was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Deputies say Winkler called 911 after she allegedly murdered her wife, Rhiannon Leyendecker, at their home in Englewood. Winkler pleaded not guilty, and if convicted, she would face life in prison. New developments in the investigation into a hit-and-run death that happened in Sarasota last month. Sarasota police say 36-year-old Gisela Steno was struck and killed by a car along Fruitville Road just before midnight on January 27th. Video of the car officers believe was involved in that hit-and-run has now been obtained from traffic cameras on Fruitville Road. The car is believed to be silver, gray, or blue, with a broken right side headlight and heavy right front end damage. From evidence left at the scene, officers determined the car is a 2004 to 2009 Mazda 3 sedan, and again it has significant damage to the right front end. Anyone with information is asked to call Sarasota Police. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a high-altitude rescue on Mount Hood in Oregon. A group of climbers were stranded for hours.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast, plus why doctors say sports can benefit children with ADHD, coming up in Health Smart.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in a car accident, the state of Florida only gives you a specific amount of time to file a claim. So act now, give us a call.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore. Sarasota Opera's 2018 Winter Opera Festival is here, featuring Puccini's Manon Lescaut, Bizet's Carmen, Bellini's Norma, and D'Albert's rarely heard Tieflant. For more information, go to sarasotaopera.org.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking. I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
A daring rescue in Oregon, first responders racing against time to bring down several hikers on Mount Hood after one fell hundreds of feet and died.
ABC's Danya Backus has more.
A high-altitude rescue unfolding on Mount Hood, Oregon's highest peak.
They're saying the location they're at with the patient is not safe.
Calls for help coming in after one climber fell more than 700 feet. The daring rescue playing out as fellow climbers performed chest compressions and flagged down a rescue helicopter.
Climbers with medical training have made it to the patient. They've stabilized him, have him in recovery position, saying he needs a helicopter.
Oregon National Guard sending in a Black Hawk helicopter, but not before the situation grew worse, with climbers trying to block falling rocks and snow from hitting the man.
I was a report from one of the persons involved in the climbing that quote was, it was like a bowling alley.
A medic was able to reach the man and airlift him to the hospital where he later died. In total, 7 climbers in 2 groups were taken down or off the mountain. Rescuers using a sled to bring down the last climber who was injured.
She is unable to walk. She is unable, as my understanding, she is unable to physically move.
Climbers saying the conditions on the mountain were particularly treacherous Tuesday.
Ice was just really bad. I saw a lot of people up ahead struggling that started earlier on, and just decided to turn back.
That last climber was brought to safety after 17 hours on the mountain. Rescuers making sure to get everyone off of Mount Hood before a snowstorm today. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Snowstorms there, but the heat is on here.
Yeah,
huh?
consecutive days of 80-degree temperatures, and we're going to see that again, I think, for the upcoming week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. Wow. Things aren't going to change much here. We are looking at high pressure dominating our weather, and that means more sunshine around this afternoon. And it looks as though we are looking at a little bit of fog problem, but it hasn't been much. With low clouds, basically. Another gorgeous sunset anticipated tonight. And as far as your Titan radar goes, well, a few spotty showers associated with just the heat of the day and just enough moisture in the atmosphere to create a few spotty showers pushing off to the southeast, actually to the northwest on a southeast wind flow. Well, as far as the latest goes, we're not looking at much rainfall. You see a few brief showers there, but the fog will be a concern, I think, later on tonight and tomorrow morning. So that'll be about the only downside. Notice the GFS forecast. Now, it keeps this ring right over the top of us as far as blocking any front. There's another snowstorm moving through Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia, a quick hitter. And then Saturday, more moisture riding on the northern edge of this high pressure ridge, which is at the surface and the upper levels of the atmosphere. You can see that quite clearly. Some showers there stretching from Texas all the way over to Georgia. And then watch another snowstorm move through. We'll see that in a little bit across parts of the Midwest and the Great Lakes. Another weekend snowstorm anticipated for the 3rd weekend in a row for those folks up there in places like Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Well, the evening planner looks good. 70-degree temperature at 11 o'clock tonight. That is mild, to say the least. We will have an opportunity to see the International Space Station once again tonight, too. I saw it last night. We'll show you when. It's coming up just after 6 o'clock. 79 degrees, our current temperature under sunshine, and the dew point pretty high. The winds are out of the west at 9. Now, those west winds will change around again like we saw last night and turn more to the easterly direction. And when that happens, that fog will start to roll in, too. Now, I think the fog will be patchy again tomorrow morning as it moves off to the west-southwest. And you can see that kind of thickening up right around 5:30 in the morning. So it could be a problem for commuters. Early drop-off could be an issue as well. And as far as temperatures go right now, 67, a bit cooler in Pensacola, 79 now in Key West, and 76 in Orlando. For boaters, it looks good tomorrow. A little bit of fog around. Otherwise, east winds turn to the southwest. Start off at 10 knots, subside to 5 knots in the afternoon with that southwesterly wind switch around, and seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. Light chop too on Friday and Saturday. So boating plans look to be okay for the weekend. Pretty good, in fact. Temperatures warming into the low 80s each and every day right through Wednesday. Indications are we may cool down next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. There's a chance we could get some cooler temperatures. Nothing extreme at this point, but notice the lows too running around 10 degrees above average for this time of year. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Let's get to first alert traffic. We're seeing a lot of backup over the Ringling Bridge, heading back from the beaches, heading to the mainland. You can see it's already affecting traffic on Longboat Key before you get to the bridge over New Pass, and then it's slow going around St. Armands and heading back to downtown Sarasota. So bring your patience if you're heading back from the beaches this afternoon. Jacqueline.
Okay, thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, recent studies show that the number of children being diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is increasing, although it's unclear why. The disorder affects 9% of American children. If your kid has ADHD, you might wonder whether playing sports is a good choice for your child. Adolescent psychiatrist Elizabeth Menifee says it is absolutely okay for kids with ADHD to play sports. Dr. Menifee says physical activities can improve social skills, enhance coordination, and increase a child's self-esteem. Dr. Menifee says the most important thing is that your child is interested in the sport that they are playing, because they are more likely to work harder to play a sport that they like.
And we'll be right back after this.
Head over to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota, where you'll always get better prices and a bigger selection. Like the area's largest selection of 7-passenger vehicles. Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $25,999. Or load up the family in your new Dodge Grand Caravan for just $20,999. Drive away in a new Dodge Journey for as little as $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Please join us in welcoming the 2 newest additions to the Lincoln lineup, our flagship luxury sedan, the 2018 Lincoln Continental, and the totally redesigned 2018 Lincoln Navigator, featuring 450 horsepower, 10-speed transmission, and many best-in-class features. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment, every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Thousands of award-winning Honda SUVs are on sale from $189 a month during the Honda President's Day sales event. You've got to see these SUVs. Get a surprisingly spacious 2018 HR-V, $189 a month, or step up to Pilot for $289 a month with available seating for 8. Plus, we have Motor Trend's SUV of the Year, the 2018 CR-V, and Ridgeline, a Car and Driver's 10 Best. All on sale for up to $3,805, less than the competition, at your local Honda dealer.
Las Vegas neighborhood this morning. It roamed streets for about 2 hours. Before authorities were able to safely corral it, the city of Las Vegas says an animal control team took the bull to a livestock vet to get checked out. It will be taken to a local barn until they can get it back to its owner or find it a new home.
Still to come on your Suncoast News, an update on the school shooting in South Florida, what a former student has to say about that tragic situation.
And how big-name businesses are coming to Nokomis Laurel area and how that will impact the area. Stay with us.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore. But there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Winter White event, save up to 15% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.